Hi, it's Kwesi Millington, speaker and coach here, and today we're going to talk about 3 elements of your story that are going to help you connect with your audience. If there's no connection with your audience, they won't care what you have to say. And if you have a message to share with them, or even if you have products or something you want them to buy into, whether it's a message or buying a product, you need to connect with them through your story. Story is one of the best ways there are to connect with an audience, and using these 3 elements during your story will help you connect with them at an even deeper level. The method, quite simply, is the you, me, and we method. So when it comes to you, me, and we, you can do it in different orders, but make sure you include them all. Now, first is the you. You want to make sure that your story is always about your audience. So what do I mean by that? What happens in your story may have happened to you, but you want to make sure there's a universal message that your audience can relate to. If you know my background, you know that I was charged with a crime I didn't commit. I used to be a police officer, and I went to jail for a crime I didn't commit. Now, a lot of people can't relate to that. That's my story, but how do I turn that on the audience? I turn it into a story of resilience. So if you haven't been to jail, that may be the case. However, you may have experienced times when you were unfairly treated. You may have experienced times when you felt alone. You know what I mean? You may have experienced something that's a universal theme. So people haven't experienced the policing and the prison part, but they've experienced feeling alone. They've experienced feeling like people were judging them, attacking them. So you want to make sure you have those universal themes in your speech. The second element to the story is me, of course, telling your story. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but the one thing you don't want to do, the thing I see a lot of speakers do, less now than before because storytelling has been recognized as very effective when you speak. But some people are still out there telling other people's stories. Listen, if I can Google your story, then I don't need to watch you on the stage. Don't grab someone else's story, Thomas Edison and the light bulbs, or Nelson Mandela's story. These are all positive stories to tell, but people want to get to know you. So tell your story. That's the me part. Finally, the me part. Now, when it comes to we, this is about showing them a world where they follow your message. When we do this, we can do this together. We can rise up together. A lot of times speakers will say, okay, this is what I did, this is what you can do. But they don't have that last element of connection saying, together let's do this, together let's do that, or we as a world can do this. It's about calling your audience to nobler motives. I think that was Napoleon Hill, or someone said it in a book. I don't know. Don't quote me on that part. But the we part is just showing your audience that, listen, this is what I went through, this is what it can mean for you, and this is what we can do together. It wraps up your story so nicely. It adds an element of togetherness, of similarity between you and your audience and what you can do for this world together. Thank you for watching. If this has been helpful, please let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, if this was helpful to you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.